Thanks for tuning in to Vicariously Living. As noted, this is the finale of the apprenticeship. So without getting too into it, here we go. I do a little mosey to work, and then here's a little bit of what it looks like getting prepared for fire season. In the beginning of every fire season, it is to restock all the things that were taken out at the end of the last fire season. And then on this crew, it looks like each person has their own cubby, which you will stock up for things that you'll need in your line gear, which is what you take out on a fire, and then your overnight pack that you will have your tent, your sleeping pad, and your sleeping bag. Maintenance around the compound. Now go into the laundromat to wash previous gear. We ran into this really cool heavy duty washer, and it washes up to 35 pounds, and it is bolted down to a concrete block, so must do some pretty good damage. In amazement by this automatic extractor, we just stood in front of the cycle the whole time. Now back to work. With my work email address, I got a notification about bringing your child to work day virtually, which sounds interesting, and then also an update / notification that drug testing is still in effect. So I just made it to the top of a hike that I did not even half of with my crew earlier this week. And I realize still that I suck at hiking, and after making it to the top, I see that it's not necessarily that I'm a bad hiker, it's more that I believe that I have anxiety, and the thought that someone is super far ahead of me or people are behind me makes me anxious, and then I'm not really good at breathing in those moments, and then it's harder for me to keep pushing and getting like oxygen into my body. Just kind of sucks finishing a hike with the crew and just being like the last person, or like being really slow in general, and then doing this hike by myself and realizing that I can actually be fast, and then seeing that it's all anxiety, kind of like a big light bulb. So the season's still young and this area is super steep, so I'm just hoping that I can change my mindset and be stronger up here, and hopefully make it through and finish stronger than what I started. So we'll see how that goes, but just something for future hikers in the wildland firefighting game, that if you are with a crew and you're hiking and you realize that you're struggling, don't like mentally bust yourself and be too mean to yourself, and like realize that it's maybe not your physical fitness, it could be your brain fitness, and even if it does have something to do with physical fitness and just like struggling to keep up with workouts, just know that you can do it, and just keep pushing, and just stay positive up here, and don't be too hard on yourself, and you'll make it. Let's get it. All right, here we are getting back at it, getting my line gear all set up and personalizing it to my way of being out on the fire line, and it's looking all clean and ready to go now. And then of course, getting back into working out. Gotta push yourself, doing it at your own time, multiple times a day. Gotta get it. And then of course, during our mock fire with the district, following the end of the week, I happened to get a green emergency, which then led to the following event. I quit, and now I'm moving out again. It feels so unreal. Can't believe I'm moving again! Leaving the house until next time. I am now off to San Jose to see a friend, and here we go, back on the road again. So unfortunately, I was not able to finish through my time as a wildland apprentice. Long story short, let's just say it was stress related, but it was just taking over my brain, so I realized that was really not healthy. So I decided to do the hard thing and resign for this season. So we'll see if I go back into it, but for now, unfortunately, that's the end of my time as an apprentice. So unfortunate, but sometimes you just gotta do what's best for you. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, it's the finale of The Apprentice. Thanks for tuning in to Vicariously Living.